Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're going to take a look at this Stihl FS36. This is an older model, but it still has the name on it. Still decent name. Trigger works. I don't know what they got going on here. Must have tried to fabricate some sort of shoulder strap on it. Guard's in good shape. A little rusty here, but the head looks like the head's all there. Shaft is freed up anyway. Let's see. Not run, but herein lies the problem. We don't know if we have any compression or anything because of not engaging. Hopefully that's not all stripped out. But this one, let's see, I picked this up at the sale last summer. It was towards fall, when weed eater season was done. But I wasn't done buying. So I buy them and then put them up, and then in the spring, which is now, I start working on them and getting them ready to sell. Hopefully this one's not going to cause us too many problems, but it might. Let's see if we can get this thing to stand up a little bit for us. I want to take the gas cap off of it. Yeah, it's dry looking. And it doesn't smell too bad, which is amazing. So first things first is we have to pull the power head off of this so we can check our recoil. Now on this one, not too sure. Well, it's going to have to be all tore down anyway, because I'm sure that we'll have to redo the carburetor on it anyway, at least soak it and that to make sure it's going to work. But at least we can get her tore down and see if we have any compression before we even go any further than that. So I'm going to get you set up in the stand, and we're going to start the wrenching on this little guy and see what we can come up with. Okay. Kind of bear with me here. This one, the FS36, I think I've only had a couple of these apart. Yeah, no air filter. Air filter is missing. It looks like the choke. Nope, there's the choke. Okay. So we know we need a, right off the bat, we need a air filter for it. Oh! And I'm taking the back off first. I think we can get to it. Oh God, that one's full of crud. Because I know the carburetor's gonna have to come off. And I'm gonna have to get the air hose out. These are the FS36 is more of a homeowner weed eater. Like I said, I don't see too many Stihls around here because, not because it's not popular, the Stihls are popular, it's just that most of the stuff goes back to the dealer for repairs, which, you know, that's fine until they figure out that they could bring it to me and save about half. I spend about half the amount. And a mud dauber nest in it, I think. Sounds like I need to change my fitting. That should be it. Nope. Got to take the two carburetor. So most of the stuff gets taken back to the Stihl dealer for repair, you know, so I don't see a whole lot of it until somebody, you know, buys one second hand. One, two, three. Okay, now what? That's what I said. There we go. That's the. Gotta save that little guy. That almost looks like somebody made that. Somebody did. I said, I know we're going to be cleaning this. Walbro, jeez. Not a Zama. We got KWT. Yeah, that kit I have. No problemento there. Gas tank. Throttle. We may even be able to with the carburetor off now. Oh shit. Pull the power head right out of it now. cams just aren't what they used to be. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not. Got one screw left. A little bit of critter. Sneak that through there. Okay, we got interrupted. No biggie. Huh. Let's see if I can get this handle.
This trick to get gas for a train is going to get famed. This expert German car manufacturer, after exposing the software bug,
The handle just will not
all cars
fit through that hole.
Christian worked in the ecology
There we go.
where his job was to make cars more environmental. Although working on these
Like that.
when Christian shared his
Here's
findings
the-
with his manager, he was expecting a big promotion. But instead of getting a raise, he got kicked out of the car company.
Okay.
It was then he realized how big an impact his discovery could have. Blessed with years of technical experience, Christian teamed up with top car engineers.
I really don't want to
For months on end, they finally hit the secret.
go that far.
Christian's team broke into
Turn
the
it
car's
down.
settings and found all car companies used the same outdated software to manage fuel consumption. Their research showed the undeniable
Cable's in that little holder.
Christian immediately started building chip networks this effect. It's revolutionary.
And I don't.
Reducing gas costs by 30% without any decrease in performance. At just the size of a matchbox,
Maybe there it is.
any car may have 36.
That'll be fun putting that back in.
That's an average of $3,000.
But we can do that.
Installation is easy and takes less than 30 seconds. Just plug it in.
Alright, let's see what the heck's going on here. Tear it down some more. Or is it just the starter dogs? If it's just the starter dogs, we might be able to free them up. They just got wet, is all it is. Kinda, I guess you'd call it weather seized.
And if you want similar results, here's what you need to do. Click the link below to visit the official website and claim a 50% discount on supplies. The founders
And they have to get it tore down that far.
That they are offering a 30-day money-back guarantee with no questions asked. But you have to hurry now. The gas prices.
Is that it? This all has to come off too. I can't tell what's down in there. Yeah. Poor ox.
This mistake is costing Amazon a job. Are you still using Prime? Because at this point,
But somebody has already been on that one and
what
has
if I
got
told
it
you
all
that you said you don't think
rounded out.
that would save you a lot of money on shopping?
Watch this.
So let
I
me-
can show you how to get the
I'm gonna have to
sweetest
find
deals
my
online when you shop from major retailers
PB.
like Amazon and Target. You can drop prices automatically. I can show you how, but I can't do it for you. People are saving real money doing this. 160 million in the last year. Across thousands of different retailers,
PB.
you immediately see this. See what I mean? see better prices you have no idea existed. And you don't even need to ask. They just show up automatically. Download this free tool that'll give you access to videos like the one I just showed you. Just click, done. That's it. Simple. It takes all of 10 seconds. No need to enter any personal information, no technical mumbo jumbo. It's
Oh, that's
easy.
the...
What are you waiting for? It takes less than 30
Yeah, that's the
seconds
on-off
to start
switch
saving,
there.
and this
Okay.
is all 100% free.
Let me... What can I get in there and get a hold of those? Why is that tight? Those are seized up pretty good. Ah, give me my thumb. Ow. Almost positive that's it. Yeah, that's a Torox down in there. That one won't go down far enough. That one, can't get a hold of it enough. Somebody's already screwed that one up. I'm going to work on those and see if I can't get them freed up a little bit. Okay, got those loosened up. Let's see. What do we, okay, let's see if we have spark. She's soaking wet. One of those ones that someone oiled the cylinder real good before they sent it to the auction, so it would have compression. Now, you don't think somebody would do that, do you? Let's see. Let's try that way. try this one. See if I can get something out of it. I think that would be on that way. I do not see anything. Okay, try that. Go with the original plug.
Business owner choosing Next Insurance is the smartest choice that you can make.
Man, I just can't tell. I think it's too bright out here. Let me take it inside and I'll bring you back and let. Yep, it's got spark. I just couldn't see it out here. So let's put that on. That's got a reed. These little Stihls have a reed valve in them. So that ought to make a nice fireball. See if I can keep a hold of this thing. All right, it's a runner. It'll run. I think all we need to do is carburetor. Let's do it one more time. Let's see if we can get it to suck it in. All right, she'll run. Let me get that out of the sun. All right, now let's get our carburetor soaking. And then we can work on some other things. These little, I don't mind these little Walbros. Usually have pretty good luck with them. Always hated Zama. I don't know, I always had a heck of a time with them. Getting them set up right. This is the fuel pump. Fuel pump side. It doesn't feel too bad. And this will be our metering pocket and tipper valve on this side. There's not a whole lot to these. At least I never thought so. Some people have problems with these little carburetors. I never did. Little stiff. Not too bad. Pretty sure I have a WT. Let's see, high side, we'll go half, about 3/4 of the way on our high. And half, one on our low. In fact, those look the same. Nope. High side is a little bigger screw. Ah. Take our tipper. Tipper valve is what opens up our needle to let fuel into this side. Essentially what it is it's like a bowl. Like on a bowl carburetor. This will be your bowl here. That's why this is important, because that's what fills up with gas, like your bowl on your regular 4-stroke carburetor. And as this pulses, what it does is it'll push that tipper valve and open that tipper and let more fuel in this pocket. And that's kind of what feeds the motor. Just like on a this guy here should be not, I only see these once in a while. See, it's got a little check ball in it, right in the center. And that check ball is what kind of governs not sure. Let's see, that would be, yeah, in fact that's the low side. Wait, that's kind of cruddy too. Okay, that's all there is to it. Now I'll go put this in the ultrasonic cleaner and we'll get this all cleaned up. Alright, now that soup's cooking, let's see if we can get the gas tank off of this. And we can start getting some of this cleaned up. Because I do believe we're going to have a runner. As far as air cleaner goes, their filter, I think that almost looks like the same as a one of those weed eater brands. Just one of those little circles. Hope it wasn't run too long without one. It'll chew everything up if somebody did. Come on. Get out of there. Now let's see if we can get this off without destroying the gasket. We've got one fuel line that oh well. Yeah, that one we can replace. That one's no big deal. Can we? No. I was kind of hoping to take that gasket off completely, but I can still clean that up. Aspirator screen is not plugged up. Let's see if I can get you in here. You can just see the bottom of the cylinder, and it is cylinder and piston all look pretty good down in there. So that's good. If you notice, I don't wear rubber gloves, which I probably should, but I cannot stand working with rubber gloves. So I wash my hands an awful lot. Simple fact that it saves on my hands all the chemicals and that I get into. After a while, kind of makes your hands sore. That looks plugged. That's just a vent. Boy, does that look cruddy. I'm going to put him back down in there. I'm going to try and get this tank cleaned up. And fuel filter, let's see if we can. No. A lot of restriction on that. Let me see, it might be just too much 2-cycle oil in it. Let me. She's too plugged up. I'm going to have to put a new one in. Alright, I'm gonna wash up a few things and get some stuff ready to... Alright, I cleaned up everything the best I could without getting too much water in it. So now let's, like I said, these little Stihls have a reed valve in them. A reed valve is like a one-way door. When the piston is going up, what it does is it pulls fuel air charge through here, and that's what charges the crankcase. And then as the piston comes down, it transfers your fuel air mixture charge up to the top of the cylinder. The little hole here is your pulse hole. When the piston's coming down, you get a slight pulse through this hole that works your fuel pump in your carburetor. The reed valve system is much better than just a ported. They work a lot better. They're more on the higher end equipment, you know, like Stihl. The original little Poulin Super 25s had a reed valve in those too, and that's why those are so sought after for topping. A lot of the tree trimmers really like using those Super 25s. They're an all metal construction and they have reed valves, and they're just a heck of a lot better. The micros, the micro has a reed valve in it as well, but they're more of a plastic. So, okay, I finished putting that on there. Battery died, so I just went ahead and finished it up and then put a new battery in. Got you all juiced up, ready to go. I got the carburetor out of the soup, and so it's time to get our carburetor put together. Let me get the screen spun around so I can actually see what the hell you're looking at too. All right. Cleaned it all up, took it out of the soup, rinsed it off with water, and blew it out with air, compressed air. There's a little itty bitty copper washer in that, down inside there, that I almost lost. I need to clean that up. Dang, I don't know what the hell that is. Okay, now the fun part. Putting our tipper back in. Let's see. Our little needle back in. Which looks good. Now usually what I do is I set the spring down in the hole. And I take my little tipper lever here. On an angle, slide it down until it hooks onto the needle. Come on, get in there. Check our height. I usually make the top level with the body on the inside. Excuse me, that's where I've had the best luck with them. We're going to go ahead and reuse this one. I mean, it feels good. It's not all hard. Pretty soft. I always put that vent hole towards the back. I don't know how it came off. I never look. I just always put it towards the back. Engine side. Because being back there, you have a less likely of a chance of it picking up crap. Chainsaws are really bad for it. They get really plugged up. I've had them where the whole inside was just nothing but sawdust, and your metering pocket couldn't even, the metering diaphragm couldn't even move. Fuel pump. Sounds like wind chimes. Oh yeah, I got a set of wind chimes hanging up back here. A little windy today. Nice spring day, about 70 degrees in April. Okay, big one is our high. Come here, screwdriver. Now they had the high speed at about half or 3/4. I'm gonna go with about 1. And the low was at 1 1/4, 1, 1 1/4, 1 1/2. And that's where I'm going to start at. Okay, we're ready to put that on. Alright, before we put the carburetor on, we gotta kind of fix up this mess. Let's see, because we have to have this bottom part on because of our throttle cable. This looks like a dog leash. Like a dog leash and a, I don't know what the hell. Gonna get thrown out. Now, let's see if we can, where you at? There you are. Let's get this straightened out where it belongs. Alright. We need to clean the inside of this up a little bit before we put our motor back down on it. Yes, I know a vise would come in handy, but when you don't have the room and you have to work outside, you make do with what you have. All right. Now, let's see, we got to get that put down through. Let's see, our throttle cable comes right up through there. Right up through where? Let's see, can't go through there. Oh, goes right through that hole. Duh. Let me get one of these going. long-winded screws, I'll tell you. There, now we can work on getting our throttle cable. Now, you get the idea. I'm going to fight with this throttle cable. Yeah, I heard the guy in the back there. I took the housing off here and then put my cable up through, and that was so much easier. It's like sometimes you just have to look at things a little bit more. I'm not real fond of this gasket. Now, if we have a problem, that's going to be the first thing I'm going to go for, is to find out what getting the right gasket for on here. Top hole is where that was. Okay. Fuel line. Fuel line. Let's point that straight up, because that's got to go through that. Where you at? That hole right there. Get our two carburetor screws in. Pick your head up a little bit. Don't forget to remind me, I have two other screws to put in. Alright, I'm missing one. I threw them all in there too. These are just housing screws. So I'm going to just put two of those in. Okay, so I got to tear it back down. Okay. Alright, before we gas this thing up, I need to clean that tank out. It's full of oil. Phew. That looks a little ripe. So let's put a little bit of gas in it. I think we'll do that one more time. That's better. Pretty clear. Look at that. Jeez. Nasty. Alright, now I think I still need to put a fuel filter on it. Yeah, sure. Make a mess. All right. Let's see if she'll pump up. I don't know if that's pumping up or not. I don't hear anything. We get a screwdriver. Never prepared. Let's see. Let's turn the low in a little bit, leaning it up a little. Run our idle in a little bit till we get it dialed in. Okay, our shutoff doesn't work, but we're close enough to where we need to work on the head. Get some string in it so we can get it dialed in better. Dual string, let's see. Something's wrong. Alright, I give up. I know someone's out there telling me how it's supposed to come off. Alright, let me play around with this and see if I can't get it apart. Well, you know, if all else fails, just ramp it up. Oh man, is that... Spring is missing. Should be a spring, if I'm not mistaken on these. Should be just like any of the other ones. I don't know if I have a spring or not. Yeah, she's twisted a few times. But yeah, there should be a spring. Alright, I need to see if I have a spring around. I think a regular one out of a Ryobi is going to be pretty much the same. Definitely need to clean this all up too. That one I just pulled out of a Ryobi. Wonder if that... It should go in. Should be able to bump it down on the ground and it should turn. But I think our spring is too tall. It's not letting the bump go in all the way. That's what this nut in here is supposed to, whoop, there we go, ride up and down in here too. Nice and easy, so when it pushes in, yeah, I need a smaller spring than this one. Let me see what else I have floating around. Alright, I went over and dug up some springs. At 3 here that come out of the heads. This one's pretty wimpy. I don't think that one's going to be very good for us, but you never know. That one's pretty small. I mean, we can clean that one up. It'd be alright, but I thought this one would probably be our best bet. Yeah, see that one? See, when you bump it, go down, go down and turn. Should be the home. And when you bump down on the head, it should go down, turn, and come back up. Go down, turn. Yep, that one's going to be good. It's a little wimpier than what I like, but I do believe that's going to work for us. Now let's see if we can resurrect this bump knob a little bit. The nut inside here should slide up and down. Should slide up and down inside the bump knob so it can, you know, push in and come out. That spring has to be able to push that bump knob out. Let's put a little PB in there. If I can find my PB. There's my PB. That'll thin down that oil I put in, which is just regular 30 weight. It's in my can. See if we can kind of soften that oil up. Because if it pushes it in, you know, when you bump it, if it goes in and stays in, then it's not going to come back out and feed your line. That has to be able to slide back out. There is a little clip in there. See, there's a little clip. Goes around the outside that we may have to take out and clean up that nut real good so it can move freely. Let's see if we can get that clip out of there. Probably all rusted and swollen up. See if I can stick this in my hand. Ouch, like that. That clip does not want to move. I think it's got it so rusted up and swelled up in there. Yeah. I think we're going to have to just hope we can that soak a little bit. See if we can get all the see if we can let that drain down in there a little bit. Yeah, because that's freed up really nice. And I also found us an air filter. Could be a little taller, but I think we'll be all right. With that, I don't think you need to watch me work that. Gnat season. Yeah, see it? Sticks in. Okay, I'm going to work on that a little bit and then I'll bring you back if I get it freed up. Alright, I got that loosened up enough. And the more you use it, the better it will get. Okay, now we need to wind this thing. Now, see on this one, on the inside here, there's two little holes here and here. And what you do is you slide the string in and then you go back on itself. You can see it's got a little loop. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a little loop. Basically what you're going to do is you'll take two pieces, you'll slide down inside there and then go back on itself like that. I have some Craftsman. I don't think Stihl will mind if I use Craftsman trimmer string on it. 80, which I use. I use a lot of 80 on the smaller weed eaters, weed whackers, whatever. You're going to need two pieces, same length. Not very long, but you know, this is just for then. What you're going to do, you'll start one and pull it back on itself, and wind her up. Because this is a 2-string head. Usually you do about 25 feet. And then here we'll put one in there and one in there. And get them started. That one in there. Best way to find out if it's going to work is to put it together. Well, figure that's what we'll do. In there. And once you get it started in there, you can pull it out of those little notches. There you go. Easy peasy. Alright, now, let's see, what are we doing? I know I need to clean this up, but I need to run this and adjust it and get it adjusted. Back you up a little bit. Okay. Choke lever goes in this. Oop, there we are. Choke lever goes in that little slot there. So we'll just kind of stand him up a little bit. Come on. Let's see that one. Run, choke. You! I had a big booger on the end of my screwdriver. Choke, run. Little arrows here and here. Little tabs sticking out. Line it up with run. Line that one up with choke. Pretty simple. Now I can kind of tune this in a little bit better with an air filter and a string head on it. Choke. now we need to go cut some weeds with it. Alright, let's see what she'll do. Won't start. Ooh, it's because I had it on choke. Alright, here's another one back from the dead, I guess you could say, or from the junk pile. But yeah, we got her all finished up. Let's see, there's only one thing. I did order a new bump knob for the head. Just not happy with it. It doesn't move quite like it should. It's still full of rust and all that. To hell with it, they're only like $4. So I just ordered a new one for the head. And that'll take care of that. And then all I have left is I'll, wash up a few things on it after I run it some more, and it'll be ready to go out for sale. So, yeah, it's the whole idea. Instead of throwing them out, we'll fix them up. Not sure what we're gonna get into next. Let's see, just did the chainsaw, did the weed eater. I think next I'm going to do a leaf blower for spring. I didn't really have to do this one, but it was sitting and it kept getting in the way and it needed done, so I just went ahead and did it. We're not going to be trimming anything for a while yet. But at least it's ready. I can take it over and put it out for sale. Leaf blowers, yeah, we need some leaf blowers for the spring. The chainsaw, yeah, for cleanup. That'll work out good for that, and people cutting firewood for the camps for the summer. And then I have a couple a couple blowers coming up. I'm going to do a cheap one first. The Weed Eater brand. We'll do an assessment on it and see if it's any good, see if it's worth putting together and fixing. And then I have a Stihl blower. I think that's a blower vac. Yeah, because it has the bag with it and everything. That one, we'll get into that one then too, because I need to have that one ready for springtime for cleanup. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Bringing back a Stihl FS36. And I hope to see you on the next video, which will be coming out soon. Thanks for watching.